and K9. Spoonhead Doctor's an awesome character. K9 is an awesome character, and Handles is alright. He's a very cool little Cyberman as well. And now let's go and talk perks. So this is if I remember from the conversations I've had with you and Lee, this was something that wasn't originally in the game, but something that you guys kind of thought that you wanted to kind of make it even more strategic and give more options and more things to do with upgrades. And so, as well as your 6 characters, you can now carry a collection of perks into battle, World of Warcraft style. How would you introduce it? What's your kind of...
Correct. Well, first I have to say that the idea actually came about from Seed. We mainly have led all creative decisions. Lee has, rather. But in this case, Seed came to us with this great idea of how to further enhance gameplay. And this ended up taking priority over another thing that we have coming, which is Time Lord mode, which we haven't said a lot about yet, but that's going to be coming down the road. This feature is something more inspired by things like World of Warcraft, where you have a talent system and you points, and you can spend those points on different things in any RPG. And this is the same sort of thing. So as you level up your characters, and it's an incentive to to take a step back. We were really surprised, and maybe we shouldn't have been surprised, but we were really surprised by how many people have felt compelled to unlock every character in the game, even if they have to replay the same level 50 times. So we wanted to give people another reason to collect and to level up characters, and so that's the perk system. So this is another reason why it's great to have a big library of characters and level them up, because as you do, you unlock perk stars, and those perk stars can be spent on things to make your team better.
Okay, so I'm going to talk you through what we've got here, guys. Now, remember, this is beta, so things could change, things could be removed, things could be added, but this is currently what we've got in here. So now, instead of just having your team members in the team area of the TARDIS, you now have team members and perks. One more thing, just on the teams bits and bobs that Lee talked about before. Can you see where my mouse is at the bottom here? I've got those characters there, but I've now got an option at the bottom to say sort by rank, which changes the order. I can sort by attack, I can sort by HP, I can sort by heal, I can sort by colour. So all of those options, which is things that people have been asking for a long time now, including myself, because obviously I've only got 5 characters here, but on my iPad version I've got a lot. So you can now quickly find certain colours of character, certain types of character. You can see what statistics you've got. So that's a brilliant addition to get in there. Now let's just head back into the perks itself. Now remember, this is beta, but this is what's here at the moment. We have Perk 1, Perk 2, Perk 3, and Perk S. And I think, Susan, don't correct me if I'm wrong, you can have one perk from Perk 1, one perk from... No, hang on. Can you have all the perks from Perk 1 running at the same time?
It depends on how many stars you have to spend. I don't remember. I'm going to have to, of course, Lee's not here right now because he knows better than I do. I don't know if there's a cap. There probably is a cap. I think you're right. I think it is one from each.
Okay, so but
it's either one or two.
The idea is you can have multiple perks running at the same time. Now, if I just click on perk, basically, but what we've got here in Perk 1, which we've got a range of perks here that we can have running, and I'll show you about these arrows in a second. Perk 2 will unlock when you complete Season 7, but you can probably squint through here and see, again, there's another list. Perk 3 will unlock when you complete Season 6. So basically, as the more you progress through the game, the more perks you can have running at the same time. Now, Perk S is slightly different. That's time crystals. If you have been using your if you've been using your time to unlock the characters just by playing levels over and over and over again, and you're sitting on a bunch of time crystals, here is where you're going to be using them. And of course, you can buy them with real currency as well. And you can go down here and you can unlock them for a range of. Some of them are 4 crystals, some of them are 6 crystals. So they're all pretty cheap. There's nothing here which is going to cost you like £20 real money. We're talking a pound.
Correct.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's all going to be reasonable, like everything else that we've done. Someone said, I take it perks are not permanent. Yes, perks are permanent. You'll have the opportunity to re-spend points, but once you've spent it, you've bought those perks. They've been unlocked for good. It's basically a way of customizing your gameplay. Just to give you an idea of sort of the range of perks, because I've got the spreadsheet open, in sort of the Perk 1 column, there's a category of basic attributes, which are things like increase your ATK or your hit points or your heal across the board by 5%. There's increasing a specific color of damage by 5%.
Shall I talk through them, clicking through on the screen, because then we can...
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
But yeah,
well, I have a delay, so I'm not sure what you're looking at, but...
Well, I'll click through as I show them, so people can visually see what we've got. If that's okay, just cause, so it's
Yeah,
clear for people. We've got
yeah.
this. So we're in perk 1 here. So it looks like at the moment the idea is that I can have one basic attribute running and a color enhance running once I spend the stars, and we'll talk about where you get stars from in a second. And I can get a color resistance running at the same time. Now, what you can do on these arrows here, as it seems to work at the moment, is I can choose which basic attribute I want running. So I can have nothing if you wanted to have no perk at all. I can have plus 5% attack, I can have plus 5% HP, or I can have plus 5% heal in this option. And then it looks like once I have 6 stars as well, and the stars come from the amount of characters you have, is that right? Or leveled up
Correct.
characters?
Leveled up characters, exactly. Yes.
So the more leveled up characters you have, in fact, let me just show you that because I think we can see that. If I go into the TARDIS, can you see there? 11th Doctor's got 1 star on him because he's rank 1. And if I show you Handels there, because he's level 11, he's actually 2 stars. Jenny's 1 star, K9's 1 star. So the more characters you have, and the more you level up those characters, the more stars
and I just
you get.
look back to clarify. Perks are grouped into categories like debuff resistance, for instance, and you're only allowed to have 1 perk in each category active at any time.
But there's more than 1 category in perk 1, isn't there?
Correct, and the category is unlocked when you collect enough stars, and you earn those stars by collecting and leveling up companions.
So just to be completely unclear on this, I'm going to squint through the grayed out bit, but that potentially means you could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 probably, 7, 8, 9. I can't see how far it scrolls down. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You could potentially have 15 perks all running at the same time, which is, of course, going to make a big difference to the power-up of your team. So this is pretty... again, the strategy the strategy here has just gone nuts, really, in terms of... In a good way. In a good way. In Color Enhance, you've got things like red damage plus 5%, blue damage plus 5%. So I'm assuming here it's going to go through all of the different colors. So those of you that are expert players here, just think about the possibilities there. If you're doing a monocolor team like the green one we saw earlier, of course you're going to stick on that green damage plus 5% and just really power up. In fact, this is really going to encourage you to go monocolor or duo color because it's really going to power up. It's going to not make you specialize, but give you the option of specializing further than you have already.
Exactly.
Down here, so looking down here, see color resistance down here? That's got a big fat the word lock written on it. Now that's probably because I'm assuming, and Susan please correct me if I'm wrong here, that it says star times 10 next to it, but at the moment looking up here I'm stars times 7 because I've only got
correct. So you haven't unlocked that category yet, correct?
And I can do that by unlocking more characters or by leveling up those characters. But when I do, then it looks like I can resist certain colors. So I can say I don't want to get hit by blue, black, yellow, red. And Susan, am I right in saying that changing perks is as simple as clicking on team, coming back into perks, and just hitting the arrows? Is that?
Yeah, it's all going to be very straightforward, and there's a tutorial in the game that'll walk you through it when the update goes live as well.
So I could, in theory, change my perks per level that I play if I really wanted to be that strategic.
Yes,
I could look at the level that's coming and say, oh god, it's got lots of red enemies, so I'm going to come straight in here and I'm going to change my color resistance to red, and because it's red enemies, I'm going to make sure I've got the blue characters because that does more damage, and I'm going to change that to blue damage plus 5%, and in fact I'm also going to change this to attack plus 5%. So just by using these basic attributes, you could already be doing an extra 10% damage from your blue gems. And if you're
correct,
I mean, just think about, let's go crazy with this for a second. Imagine you had 3 blue characters, and one of those characters changes, say, green gems to blue. So you've got a load of blue gems there, and you combo it by getting, I don't know, a black row of gems at the same time. So you're powering up the gems there, and maybe you've got someone like, I don't know, who powers up the blue gems? I can't remember, but someone that does extra damage with blue gems, so you can power them like that. Plus, you're adding this 10% on.
Sam Gardner, I think, does that. Am I correct? I think it's Sam Gardner. I don't usually play with the blue team, but
so you could do a huge amount of damage. I mean, more than huge, just a colossal amount of blue damage. Using this, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah,
pretty awesome stuff.
It is. And then you don't have the other tabs unlocked yet, so
I can take us down Perk S, but if you take us down Perk 2 and Perk 3.
Yeah, hang on a second. Let's jump back to the right tab here. So Perk 2, column Perk 2, there's a category called debuff resistance, which is resisting poison damage, resisting bomb damage, resisting stuns for 2 turns, or resisting lock for 1 turn. There is a category called weak point.
How does that work? So you say resist it for 1 turn.
Yeah, so
does that mean you
for
can
2
activate the
turns, you'd be
perk, or-
immune to it. You'd be immune to it. You'd be immune to stun for 2 turns. You'd be immune to locking gems for a turn, or you'd resist 20% of bomb damage, or you would resist 5% of poison damage.
But you can't activate the perk mid-level. So what do you mean you resist a
That's a good
freeze?
point. You know, I haven't played with that perk yet. I'll get some clarification on that. That's a very good point.
Guys, what I'm going to do is with the questions that you're asking us, and please do ask us questions.
It probably, I would guess, it cuts it down. It probably actually would take a 3 turn stun and knock it down to 1 because
that would make sense.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
I'm just going to all the questions you ask, guys. I'm just going to clear it on my window because we're talking specifically about perks now. So if you want to ask us questions about perks, exclamation mark question and put your question. But I've cleared the window, so I've got rid of all the other questions that aren't perk related. But if you've got anything you want to ask now, stick them up and we'll try and answer them for you. Obviously, the answer, of course, maybe it's not fully implemented yet, or we're not sure. But stick them up if you've got a question there. Do you want to take us through perk 3? That column.
Oh, hang on a second. I'm still in perk 2.
Sorry.
There's another category of weak point enhancers, which is interesting. So you could do, for instance, one version of this is red to green also does plus 50% damage to it, and red to blue lowers 25% damage to it.
Yeah, I can see. I can squint through there. If you peer at the screen, it's that one. It's that one there. Obviously, it's greyed out at the moment because we haven't completed season 7 on here.
And then there's a category, I don't know if you can see it on there and scroll down, there's called Doctor Enhance.
Yes, I can just see the top of it, but I can't read it.
So there's 4 versions of it. One of them lowers the Doctor's skill cooldown by 30%, which is great, because especially, at the higher end, it can take a while for those to charge up.
Yeah.
There's another where the Doctor's skill gets an extra 2 charges after at least 1 match. There's one where the Doctor's skill gets 5 charges after killing an enemy, so it sort of starts you back off. And there's another one where the Doctor's skill gets 3 charges after taking damage.
Cool. Well, so these aren't all just the same.
Sort of utility. Yeah, there's sort of utility stuff there.
Yeah, no. But I like the way that some of these perks are quite simple in terms of like plus 5% here, plus 5% there, and then the ones you just mentioned, like the Doctor, are obviously a lot more kind of complicated. But that also means that the perks are easy for some players, and then the more advanced ones.
Well, and you're getting further along in the game, right? That first tab was after you finish season 7, so you're still fairly new to the game. After you finish season 6, you're getting a bit more complex. And then in season 5, there are 3 categories. One is death resist. If your hit points are under 40%, you'll heal 10% of your hit points after a turn.
Cool.
There's one, if your hit points are under 40%, you'll increase your damage by 10%. And then there's another, if your hit points are under 40%, you'll reduce damage from the enemy by 10%. So that's a really cool one that customizes it to your playstyle or to whether you're going healing heavy or damage heavy in the round, which is cool. There's a category of wave enhanced, which means when a wave starts, you'll increase your red damage or green damage or blue damage or so forth by 10%, depending on which one you pick.
And it looks to me, and obviously this may change, and Susan correct me on that, but it looks to me here like the most expensive one in Perk 3 will take 100 stars. And obviously that may change. So thinking logically, if you've got 25 characters at level 4, at 4 stars, that would give you 100, as would 50 characters at level 2, etc. So you will need to get right to the top, as of course it'll take to get right to the top. You would need a fair amount of characters and a fair amount of leveling up. But as some of these only unlock at the end of season 6, you're gonna have a fair amount anyway. So this isn't an unmanageable goal, but it is one that's going to take you a fair amount of time. But of course that gives it replayability and things to aim for, of course.
Exactly, and that last category, the one that costs 100, is actually really quite cool. It allows you to. It's basically a pierce shield sort of ability. It ignores
color knowledge. Is that right? The name of it?
Yeah, it ignores that color enemy's defense by 25%, which is lovely for a high damage oriented team.
Now, guys, before we look at Perk S, let's give away another couple of those Ultimate Doctor packs. Shall we, Susan?
Sure. Yes.
So, as we've, I hope you guys enjoy. We will answer your question on perks, I promise. But let's get a giveaway started first. So let's give away I tell you what, if we make the end giveaway for Addy Gold for one of the Ultimate Doctor packs and a fan area, and then give away
That sounds perfect.
another two now. So this is another free giveaway. If you'd like to enter this one, I don't know what we're talking about. Perks. We've already done Perk. I need a word. I tell you what, let's just use the word. There you go. If you just imagine it's like Greece. What is the word? Word is no, that's different. Well, you can't say word is the word. Word is the word. No, it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, just say the word, and you are in for a chance of winning yourself an Ultimate Doctor pack. If I just take you across to my iPad for a second to remind you, the Ultimate Doctor pack is crazy with the amount of Doctors in it. It's all of them with a couple of omissions. If I'm not actually sure I can show it because I don't actually have all the Doctors. I'm silly. I should have showed you it on the desktop. Let me show on the Facebook version. Let's go back in there. Store specials, and it's here. The Ultimate Doctor pack: Christopher Eccleston, Sylvester McCoy, Colin Baker, Matt Smith, David Tennant, Paul McGann, John Pertwee, William Hartnell, and the War Doctor, who I've just completely forgotten the name of in real life. Some guy,
John Hurt.
That's it, very famous guy, John Hurt. He can be. We're going to give away two here. So, and two things you've got to do. You just got to say the word, nothing before it, nothing afterwards, no punctuation, etc., etc. And don't forget, you've got to be following the channel. Make sure you press that follow button, or the bot will not pick you. Okay, we'll be back in 60 seconds, and hopefully give you some luck. You'll win yourself all of those documents. Hello, we're back. It's me. We're going to be giving away some Ultimate Doctor packs. You have 60 seconds to enter. To enter, all you have to do is say the word, and you have to make sure you are following the Adipose TV on Twitch. Just click that follow button. It's probably below here somewhere. You now have less than 60 seconds, probably about 50 seconds left, and we're going to be showing you the remaining perks that will be coming to the game really, really soon. We're going to have, after this, of course, we'll show you the rest of the perks, and then we've got one more giveaway. We're going to give away 2 Ultimate Doctor packs, and then at the end of the stream, we're going to do a giveaway with Addy Gold. Addy Gold is the channel currency which you are earning just by sitting here watching the stream. You've earned 1 Addy Gold every 5 minutes, and you can buy your way into that raffle, and you can buy as many tickets as you want to try and increase your odds of winning or not. So, but I'll explain that again when we kind of get there. All right, you now have about 30 seconds left to join. Just say the word if you want to be part of this giveaway, and make sure you are following the channel. The bot will not pick you otherwise. To remind you though, we're just looking around the store. Sorry, Susan, are all of the sales over now? Because I know there were some discounts.
The sales are over. Yeah, the sale was last weekend. Was this past weekend. But going on today, as it was of last night, is this Green Week stuff. So you can buy my team if you want to play with the same team that I play with. You can.
Can I just interrupt Susan there for a second? Lee was telling me earlier that he went to bed and woke up and Susan had gone, "I've made a team."
So yeah, if you want to play with my team, go into the store. Beyond
Susan's
that, what else is there? There's some green time fragments in there. There's the green adipose in there. There's Craig Owens in there. We wanted to give
team.
people options who are trying to put a green team together.
I didn't actually realise how many are all of. I don't. There's quite a lot here that are limited time only. Are they because I'm in the beta version of the game, or is there literally this much stuff in the store now?
No, they were put up as limited time. We've been a bit lazy and remiss about removing them. We actually do need to refresh the store. It's getting a bit long.
No,
So
but I was actually scrolling down. And I actually thought I liked the fact that it was long because I think the more options you have for people to buy the characters they want, the better. And I liked the way that there was. I don't know if they're discounted at all. I think they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm actually curious what people think. We have actually thought about sort of opening that up, more fully. That you can actually have the option to purchase any character that you want, as opposed to necessarily having to use the random machine. That for a set amount, you could actually, for the 5-time crystals, as opposed to the 4 from the thing, you could actually say, "I want River Song," and be done with it.
I think from my point of view, I think it's a mix. I think for the vast majority of characters, it would be nice to be able to do so. But I also like the way that some of these characters have got limited time only stamped on their faces. Like it gives you a bit of a kind of like I'm one of the 200 people in the whole world that's got, whatever it is, ... which is quite cool. Anyway, let's finish on.
I've actually thought about doing more of that, having like a limited release. Like this is one of 200, and only 200 people will have this costume with this character.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
I like the idea of having maybe costumes rather than characters, just because obviously characters are kind of more valuable, but having a one-off costume would be very, very cool. Okay, guys, I'm going to start the tombola. Remember, before I draw it, you must be following the channel as always. Okay, it's not too late to hit that follow button, but the bot won't pick you afterwards. This is for 2. This is for the Ultimate Doctor Pack, which is currently on the middle of the screen. We're going to be doing 2 now, and we'll do 1 more right at the end of the stream. So I'm just going to let that run just for another 10 seconds or so it can catch up with the and then we'll answer a load of your perk related questions. In fact, let's answer just one question before we go here. This is an interesting one. Cigar Gent says, will there be promo codes for perks 2 or fan area perks? That's an awesome question.
Yes, there will.
Oh, and I've carefully... Wow, that's impressive. So if I do a question and a tombola at the same time, that's what happens on the screen, and that's not pretty. Wow, that is quite... When the stream catches up, you'll see what's happening there, and it's... let's just say it's not professional. Okay, I better wait for that question to disappear before I draw a winner, otherwise it's going to look very, very weird. Okay, good luck to everyone that has entered the competition. Commiserations if you don't win, but here's hoping that you do. Yes. And
yes, there will be more fan favorite stuff. In fact, I think right after we get season 5 out, we'll look to do a refresh of the fan area as well. And no doubt we'll be getting another fan favorite character or two when season 5 comes out in a couple weeks.
So here we go. Our first winner is XXDD Killer. XXDD Killer. Oh, sorry, I missed an XX. I apologise. XXDD Killer XX. Let's get that properly there. I won't... I'll message you. There we go. I'll message you. There's Susan's face, everyone. Pouting at the camera. And also, our second one is... Miss 174. Congratulations. Both of you guys have got an ultimate Doctor Pack heading your way via Twitch direct message. So check your messages. In 10 minutes' time, count them, 10... we will be giving a giveaway with Addy Gold for a fan area code, which comes with crystals. So even if you're in the fan area, you can still grab the crystals, and the last remaining Doctor Pack that we are giving out today. Okay, so stick around 10 more minutes, and we have one last giveaway to go in. Okay, so Susan, if I ask you...
The S perks, shall we do next?
Sure. Let's do a question, then go into S perks, because just while I load it up.
Yeah.
I think there's a slight misunderstanding here, so let's clarify this one. Snifford asks, will the perks be retroactive for characters that have already been fully leveled? Now, first of all, let's just clarify. The perks are for the whole team, They're not for individual characters. It's not like the Matt Smith Doctor's perks. It's the team's perks. But I think what he might be asking is the perk stars. Will the stars that people have already got, will they count towards the perk total?
Yeah, I believe so. I can't imagine that they wouldn't. That's an interesting question, but I certainly can't imagine that they wouldn't. We know plenty of people have already locked loads and loads of characters.
So people, in theory, people could probably try and work out how many stars they've got already, couldn't they? By counting their characters, and the stars, I think, are actually already visible, aren't they? In the
Yeah, yeah.
shall I
So I
double
will.
if I double check if I just head over to my iPad, which is the uh, current released version. Yeah, if you look in your so
Well,
there you
yeah,
go.
you have your stars because every time you unlock a rank, you get a star. Yes.
So there you go. So you if you go through your characters, you can actually work out how many stars you've got already, and of course, don't forget your doctors because doctor stars will count as well. Okay, so Snifford, hope that answers your question. Right, let's go and have a look at
The S perks.
the S
It's like
perks.
a car model.
So to remind you guys, these were the these were the slightly different perks. These ones you have to buy with crystals, which you can either get by playing the game or you can get by purchasing with real life money. But you can see here the prices are pretty low. And are these the most powerful perks or just alternative perks? How would you kind of describe them?
They're unusual. They're interesting perks. Let's see. I'll sort of rattle through them. But yeah, they are quite good. There's one which is all enemies' damage is minus 10%. There's one which increases all your damage, all colors by 10%.
Actually,
So it's nice.
I can scroll through these ones. Shall I?
Oh, can you? Okay, cool. Sure. Yes.
So resist damage it'll cost you 4 crystals, and it's there's only one there. There's only one there. So this isn't one you can choose like between several. It's just all enemies damage minus 10%, which could be very useful on a tricky level. And then as an alternative, you've got increased damage, all color damage plus 10%, and so you can have these running at the same time.
Correct.
All
Yeah.
of these running at the same time as long as you spent the crystals to do so. We've then got one which is move time increase 1 second for moving gems.
This is one of my favorites. Yes.
To tell us why that one's so
Correct.
useful.
Well, because it gives you an extra second for your turns. This is something we've actually wanted to have in for a while, so I'm excited that we're actually getting that into there. And it's something we'll explore adding as an ability on allies and stuff as well, and or doctors is the ability to increase your turn length.
And if like me, you always kind of you're desperate to get that last combo together, or just kind of get the green on the end of the greens, and you just don't quite make it, and you go, then
Yeah.
that extra second, could be really useful. This one
Exactly.
is my favourite. This one, I love the idea of this one. I hope you guys too.
The tactical.
But I tell you
Yeah.
what, if you like this one, I want you to just give me a little heart in the chat like that with a little greater than sign and or less than sign and a 3. Listen to this. Technical enhance. You choose your shape. Arrange 6 gems in a horizontal shape, or arrange 5 gems in a T shape, or arrange 5 gems in a cross shape to increase 50% damage, or 60% in this particular case actually. So this basically means if you're not just matching up 5 gems, but matching them up in a particular shape, then you increase your damage. How cool is that? So it's not just encouraging you to just match up random gems, it's actually making you stop, think, and go, right, I need to get these gems into a particular shape. I think that's a great idea, because it once again puts more strategy into the actual movement of gems itself. I think I will probably go for one of these like cross ones or something like that, because putting together, I like the way of trying to work out to get, I like moving the gems around and kind of working out how to get them in certain kind of positions and shapes. So I think that's an awesome one.
I think so too. This is something that we've wanted to have in there since the beginning. Was in like the earliest concept docs for the game, and it was something we just couldn't get in by launch. So I'm really excited that we're adding that to the game.
The hearts are flying past, so it looks like the people like it. Now that one is slightly more expensive. That one will cost you 6 time crystals. Let me put that in context for you in terms of price. Obviously, you can get time crystals through just playing the game, but you may have used them on characters. But if you haven't used them on characters, this is where you can use them. But to put that into price context, crystals, that's 6 crystals, which is £2.99 English pounds, and it may be something similar in terms of American dollars. So you're looking about £3 to get. I mean, that's a whole new bit of gameplay there, which the 50% damage is huge as well. I mean, imagine if you put Perk 1 attack plus 5%, plus color enhance plus 5%, plus I don't know what else we've got here in Perk 2 and Perk 3, plus this the one at the top here which says, or second one down, increased damage plus 10%, plus getting it into the right shape and getting plus 50%. You mean am I up to plus 100% yet? I must be getting close.
Now keep in mind, I mean, not to once again re-emphasize how hard those 5 expert levels are going to be at the end of the game. They're assuming you have a lot of this stuff. So this is the sort of stuff you're going to want to, quote, gear up with before you start attempting the 5 expert levels.
Now, will you be... I mean, just think. Let me just put my game head on there for a second. I mean, is this going to make the game too easy? Like, if I'm suddenly increasing my damage by 100%, are you going to rebalance the game at all, or will say season 5 and season 4 kind of
this is going to reflect the difficulty as you're going along in the game, because remember, by the time you have the kind of stars required for a lot of this stuff, or even the technical ability to be putting gems into T shapes and things like that, and still figuring out the game, you're getting pretty far along.
So it will be very hard by this point already.
But it's absolutely something we're always watching, to make sure that we're not making the game too easy.
Last couple here, guys. We've got heal enhance, auto heal 5% max HP after at least one match. So I'm going to assume from that would mean that if I matched up 3 blue gems, I would gain a small bit of heal at that time. Only 5% though, so it would be a small amount, but it would mean I wouldn't necessarily have to focus on pink gems to get that heal there. The alternative... Oh, there are alternatives here. I could heal 10% max HP when allies use skill. Oh, I like that. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I don't use my allies' abilities. And not because... Like, I might have chosen a particular ability and then I haven't really got a use for it, so it ends up just kind of flashing all the way through. There's some abilities I use all the time, like colour change ones, and there's others that just kind of sit there. If you use that one, that would then work as an additional heal. So in fact, that would also mean that a character that does a damage ability would then actually double up as a heal ability, because it would give you 10% health back. So I like that. That increases the versatility of your characters. Well done, Susan. By the way, I've been meaning to ask you, are you actually named after the Doctor's granddaughter?
I am not.
Oh, that's disappointing. And then lastly, you're going to like this one, guys. This might require some more hearts coming up on the screen, but let me tell you what you think. It's called Combo Master. You could have damage plus 50% when you reach a 3 combo. Now, let's remind ourselves what combos are. That's when you, say, get a line of reds and a line of yellows and a line of blues all in the same turn. If you get a 3 combo, you can increase your damage 50%. Or, are you that damn good? You could get damage plus 100% if you reach a 5 combo. Or, if you're that damn good, and let's face it, quite lucky, damage plus 200% when you reach a 7 combo. Or, if you really want to rely on the luck gods, but you also want to just huzzah the hell out of everything, damage plus 400% when you reach a 10 combo. And obviously 10 combos are quite rare, but if you've watched me play, or it's your strategy, you try and get as many combos as you can in turn. I mean, this could really now really encourage you to go for as many combos as you can per turn, because in theory now you could be doing... Well, that's 100 plus 100% damage for a 5 combo. That could basically be 300% extra damage on top of... Well, maybe I'm overstating that one, but yeah, you could get 100 plus 100% plus 100%. And depending on how they calculate the math, that could actually potentially be plus 400% from the original value. But
now keep in mind, of course, the update's coming live in 2 weeks, and we're still continuing to balance all this stuff. So there's always the potential that some of these will, be scaled back slightly or whatever. But
no, damn it! I need to walk through time and space like a...
I don't know. I promise you that it's going to be like half that. But this is what's currently in the beta that we're playing.
I want to be like that guy from Watchmen, the big blue guy, probably with some clothes, the one that walks around just being generally able to destroy everything by just moving his fingers and brain and stuff, and that's what these abilities give me. I destroy things by walking near to them with my abilities. But so to put it again to you guys in context, 5 crystals, 6, 6, 4, 4, 4. Let's add those together. 4, 8, 12, 18... 24 and 32. So you're looking at 32 time crystals, many of which, of course, you'll unlock in natural gameplay to get the full bunch. Okay. Shall we answer a few questions about perks before we finish up?
Sure, yeah.
Susan. What have we got? I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to ignore everything that's not a perk-related question. Okay. TARDIS 22 says, if you have perks for one team, if you change out a team member, do they not work anymore? I think it's not perks per team, is it? It's perks per.
Yeah,
you.
you'll be able to re-equip your perks anytime and then go into combat.
Yeah, so don't worry about it. If you change up your team, you don't lose anything. That's not how they work.
We've actually thought. I don't know if we're going to do this, but I've actually I think I threw the suggestion, and Lee did, that it would be nice to be able to assign a perk set. The same way, like in an MMO, you might assign an outfit set to a team, so that this team always has those perks and so forth. So we're looking into whether that's possible.
I agree. I think that would be a nice idea.
Yeah.
We've AS Crazy. Apologies if I pronounced that one wrong. Asks, if the perks are purchased by stars per team, is this something reusable each time I play? Yes, it is. It's not a purchase as such. It's more of an unlock, if that makes sense. Am I understanding that right,
Yeah.
Susan? So
Yes, exactly.
So once you think of it as a threshold, if I go back to here, perk 1, once you reach the threshold of 10 stars, you have that perk. That is then unlocked, and you can use it as many times as you. Well, it's not even use it as many times as you want. You just have it. It's just open. What else?
It's like putting on a costume. It's just it has an effect.
You have it there. I think we've already answered this one. Are the perks the same for different teams, or can they be different? From looking at the beta version at the moment, it looks to me like you just have your set of perks, and by you, I don't mean the teams. I mean you as the player. But Susan
Correct.
has just said that she would like to see perks per team that you put together. Oh, is there? I didn't actually check this one, but on the teams, can I now have more than 5 teams?
I was just going to say that. You made me think of that. Yes, I think that you're going to have the ability to unlock up to 2 more teams.
Okay, cool. Loud Girl Forever says, is Addy's maths making you nervous, Susan? I think it did a little bit.
No, not at all.
Oh, you're right. That's actually plus 400% damage. We should probably change that. Jay for today has asked, are the perks specific to team number? I think we've already addressed that, so I'm not going to put that up on the screen. Hopefully you've got that idea. Agnity says, care to elaborate on the fan area perk system? I don't think you said
There's
that.
nothing to elaborate on there. Yeah. There is no specific perk system for the fan area yet.
I think what we were talking about before, Agnity, was will there be codes for particular perks and things like that? And I think we
An idea, though. I actually think that's an interesting suggestion in that, of having perks that are only unlockable if you're in the fan area.
It is an interesting suggestion, so something to be looked at, perhaps. A clarification, which I think we've answered, but let's put it up just to make sure. This is from White Mask. For the perks, do you unlock them by just having X number of stars, 10 stars for color resistance, or do you have to kind of pay for them, or just have a certain number? It's the latter, isn't it? You just have to have a certain number of stars to get them. So this isn't like a ticket. This isn't like a ticket system. So like you have to pay 10 for this one, and then those 10 disappear, and then you have to get up to 15, and then those 15 disappear. You're just constantly going up, and you reach those thresholds.
Correct. That's where you select them from. Yes, you would just go back to the menu to say, I want this one instead of that one in that category.
So once again, better than other game companies. What else have we got here? I think that's it for the perk-related questions.
Cool.
Let me just double check. No, so Matthias asked, if I use my stars for the perks, does that mean all the upgrades in health, attack, healing, etc. will be taken away as well? No, and you don't lose the stars either. So this perk system is completely separate from the normal upgrades of characters, and you don't spend stars. You simply have to reach the threshold. So you never lose anything or buy anything other than the time crystals that you might spend to gain these in the first place.
Yeah.
Okay, boys and girls.
And you can also, once you use them, there's a sort of summary screen where you can actually see how it's affecting your team, and then you can always go back and change things around.
I could probably see that actually. If I just go
Yeah.
into,
Yeah.
if I go into team here, can you see that my attack is 517? We'll put this to the test. It's 517 at the moment. If I now go back into the perks, and I've got attack plus 5%, so if I now change that, if I just turn that off, and then go
No,
back.
no, no. And then go to some. Actually, go back into it. And
Oh,
then go to
summary detail. Summary detail. Okay.
That's what you do.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't actually give me the maths, but it tells me everything I've got applied.
Correct.
Okay, cool. So it doesn't actually add it to the team. Okay, no, I got it. Although that would be quite useful to have an overview of what damage the team is now currently doing. And so on. Okay, guys. So this is our last giveaway of the night. We are going to be giving away one last Ultimate Doctor code and one last fan area code. The fan area is the place where you can you have to pay to get in, but it's the way you can kind of give back. It's not pay to win or anything. It's just got a bunch of extra characters in there, a bunch of costumes are in there, and a load of cool levels as well. So we're going to give away both prizes to one winner. The fan area code does come with some crystals as well, so even if you're already into the fan area, this will still benefit you. And of course, this comes with the Ultimate Doctor as well. Now, this one is for Addy Gold. If you want to check your Addy Gold, you need to do Addy Gold, and the bot will tell you how much you've got. You've been earning it all the way through the stream. 1 gold every 5 minutes. I'll open the raffle up now, and then people can start entering, and you see what you need to do. Basically, you type. You can have as many tickets as you want up to the amount of added gold that you have. So if you've got 20 added gold, you could have 20 tickets, or you might decide, well, I'm going to use 10 now and save the other 10 for another giveaway, because I do giveaways throughout the week. In fact, we gave away a Sid Meier game, Railroads, last night, and I gave away Dead Space over the weekend as well. So you might want to use it all, but you might. And the way you buy tickets is you go ! Raffle ticket space, and then you put the number of tickets you want. And you can see some people are doing it right now in the chat, so you can see the method ! Raffle ticket, and then the number of tickets that you want. Of course, if you type it twice, you'll buy those tickets twice. Okay, so make sure you spell it right the first time, and make sure you don't type it multiple times, unless of course you decide you want more tickets. The more tickets you have, the more chance you've got of winning. So all I'm going to do at the end of this is I'm going to take the big amount of tickets that have been sold and just pull one out. So if you've bought 100 tickets, you've got more chance of winning than the guy that's only bought 5 tickets. However, you never know which ticket's going to be pulled. The only thing I can tell you though is if you're not following the channel, you won't win, because the bot will not pick you. You must make sure you're following the channel. The bot will instantly look at your Twitch account and see which channels you're following, and if I'm not on there, the bot will move on to someone else. So you've probably got about 2 minutes to enter, and make sure that you are following the channel. While people are entering, Susan, any last thoughts, or what you're going to be doing this week, or what we're doing in next week's live stream? But the mic is yours. What's coming along?
Well, Lee's actually going to be talking next week, and I think his main focus is going to be talking about story and the sort of, as we're calling it, the plurality of the master. Of the master in the new season. So I know he'll be talking about that.
The master? He's not the master. He's the master.
The master, yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Sorry, the master. So he'll be talking about that and talking about sort of how we're progressing towards the finish line with the launch of Season 5. And hopefully we'll have news about the Facebook beta test then as well, as to whether we've started letting people in or when we're going to.
So your work this week is mainly going to be Season 5 and... Well, I suppose you've got loads of things to work on at the moment. The perks, the Facebook, the story... Wow.
We do. My 5-year-old just walked in. Maybe we're going to make him play through as well.
Is he going to be beta tester number 1?
He is. He actually helped design a level in the game. He's very proud of that.
That's very, very cool. Is he going to have a team as well? Are we going to have Susan's team, Lee's team, and...
We should absolutely have Lanyon's team. It's a family business.
Yeah. But that said, guys, you can still have your teams in the store as well. If you message it up on Facebook, if you can put up a good team, explain why it's a good team, you could get your team in the store as well, to give you just that little bit of fame or that fuzzy feeling inside. I'm going to be closing the raffle in 1 minute's time, so you've got 1 minute to do ! Raffle ticket, the number of tickets you want, and to make sure you're following the channel. 1 minute remaining. If you want to check your added gold, you need to go ! Added gold. As soon as you buy it, of course, your added gold will go down. Been a great stream, hasn't it, Susan? We've gone
It
through
has. It's
tons
been
of
wonderful.
stuff tonight. I like
Yeah.
doing previews. It's very, very cool. Have you guys had a good time? Have you enjoyed seeing the Facebook version? Have you enjoyed seeing the perks? We had loads of people chatting about the hearts and stuff, and saying how much they're looking forward to it. Obviously, I try and look at the chat as much as possible while I'm kind of nattering away, but it's been so much feedback here. We should have a face-off, Addy versus Tiny Rebel Games. Tell you what, that would be
Absolutely.
if we
That would
could
be
get,
awesome.
if I could find a way of getting 4 screens up on the screen at the same time and have like a race to complete a level or something, that would
That would be fantastic. I like the idea of
that
that.
would be fun. I mean,
That would be actually an interesting Twitch cast, right? To sort of have head to head. How
Oh.
quickly can you get through the?
Hell yeah, absolutely. It would be. In theory, in theory, you could have a multiplayer mode in the game, which is like a race.
Yes.
Obviously, it wouldn't be.
Well,
Have you guys ever?
not to say too much about it yet, but and I think we have mentioned in the past. One of the things that we have in store down the road, which sort of got pushed back because of the perk system, is the Time Lord mode. And the idea would be that we would offer weekly challenges of a level with certain parameters, like maybe your hit points start at 50% of what they normally would be, or what have you.
Yeah.
And it would be a race to see who could complete the level the fastest, and we'd have a leaderboard based on that, which I think is really, really cool. And you'd actually have a set team you'd have to go in with, so it wouldn't be your team; it would be the team we assign everyone for that challenge.
Zadok has just clarified. He says, "No, Addy, it's you versus their 5-year-old." All right, okay.
I think Lanyon would be totally up for that challenge. Lanyon,
No, I don't. See, I don't like that because I have nothing to gain and everything to lose. Because if I win, everyone will boo the hell out of me and be like.
But Adipose is Lanyon's favorite character from Doctor Who. So I don't think he'd hurt you.
Everyone would. If I beat him, everyone would hate me, and if I lose to him, everyone would be like. "Ah." So no, this is a terrible idea. I'm not doing it. I gain nothing. Okay, guys. I'm going to be closing the giveaway in 10 seconds. You have literally a few seconds left to buy your raffle tickets and to make sure you are following the stream. Obviously, good luck to everyone. I think this is probably the biggest prize we've had for Doctor Who Legacy so far. In terms of the added gold. Reminder of the prize: it is the Ultimate Doctor pack, which is here. And it's a fan area code, so this is giving you a massive boost into the game, especially if you are a new player, or getting a colossal amount of content. So good luck to all of you. Detectives just asked, how much did I miss? Oh, that's a big question. Let's just say a lot. You're going to need to go and watch this. I think this has been quite an important show in terms of news and stuff, so I might upload. I often do little highlights, but I think that we might need most of the show, or maybe the second half. Maybe once we started talking Facebook and perks. I might, if you want to, for those of you that have joined in later, I'll stick it up on YouTube for you guys, and I'll pass the link to Tiny Rebel Games afterwards. Okay, let's close the raffle.
Someone was asking what my team is, by the way. So my team is essentially the one that's in the store, but I actually use the red Sigma Ood instead of Roy the Hambot, and I actually use Jenny as opposed to Winston Churchill.
Oh my god. We started keeping a log a few weeks ago, about the biggest number of tickets sold for a single raffle. And I believe the record was about 5,003 tickets. Tonight's giveaway, I need to do something that makes this appear on the screen, because this is pretty awesome. In fact, I'm going to do it. This is worth doing. The number of tickets this might reflect the size of the prize, but the number of tickets that we have sold, not sold is the wrong word, the number of tickets that you guys have bought for this is, look at this, 8,698 Addy Gold tickets. That is, wow. And a massive thank you for entering, and also a massive thank you for some of you that have been watching so much of me kind of playing games and stuff like that. You must have been watching an awful lot of the Adipose TV to be able to have that many tickets. So a thank you from me and a congratulations to yourselves. 8,698.
That's awesome.
tickets. That is awesome. Well, obviously that's records are made to be broken. So next week we need the 10. We need to hit the 10 grand. Okay.
And what am I giving out again? We're giving out the Doctor Pack and the fan code, right?
That was sweet. We're giving out you're giving out a fan area code which comes with a few crystals, and you're giving out the ultimate Doctor Pack, all to one lucky winner tonight. So let me just get rid of that off the screen.
The fan area and a few crystals. Okay, that's a separate code.
Oh no, okay, yeah, cool. Okay, so I'm going to start off the tombola. As normal, the more tickets you have bought, the more often you will see on the screen. Although you may not well see your name because it's not going to have time to scroll through all 8,000 tickets. But it is picking them at random. So whether you win or whether you lose, thank you so much for joining us here tonight. I hope you've had a great time. A massive thank you to Susan, of course, for joining us. You guys seem to work solo these days. Did you like piss each other off in chat or something, or did you?
Oh no, we've just been a bit swamped the last couple weeks. No.
Oh, so no. So, yeah, great. So that was suddenly an awkward moment.
Silly.
That I created, and now I feel bad. Okay, so
Don't be silly.
Good luck to everybody, and this is the last giveaway and probably the last bit of the live stream tonight. So thank you so much for watching. And tonight's winner of possibly the best prize we have ever had here for Doctor Who Legacy is, oh yeah, Cleric Taven. Congratulations, you are tonight's winner, Cleric Taven. I actually can't see where that appeared in the stream for me to grab hold of. Cleric Taven. I will just message that across to Susan. Can you see that appearing in the thing? I can't get the name. But Cleric Taven, congratulations! You have just got yourself an awesome prize. Commiserations to the rest of you, but of course there will be more giveaways in the future streams. And do come and join me in the rest of the week, because you can get yourself added gold and more chances of winning. So congratulations, Cleric Taven. I wonder how many tickets you bought. Now, obviously, I will be back on Saturday night with Simpsons Tapped Out live stream. Maybe you'll be on tomorrow night as well. Me and Clary often do some stuff together on Fridays. I'll be doing Posse Up on Wednesdays. We did what did we play the other night? We did Titanfall. We did The Ship. We did a bit of Speed Runners. In fact, Jenny in the stream joined us. So if you're a fan of Doctor Who, come and join us again next Thursday, same time, 8 p.m. If you're interested in if you want to see me doing some more stuff, then do keep checking your Twitch. You can follow me on facebook.com/theadiposetv and on twitter.com/theadiposetv. Susan, do you want to run through your little address list before we finish?
Oh yeah, sure, please. You can visit us on Facebook, facebook.com/Doctor Who Legacy. Twitter, we're at Doctor Who Legacy. The support page for the game, which always has pretty much everything you need to know, is DoctorWhoLegacyGame.com. And what am I missing? I think that's it.
I think that's it. All right, guys.
And if you ever have any tech support issues, please, the best thing to do is email us at support@tinyrebelgames.com. Sorry.
Which is also the place you should email if you want to have a chance of being part of the beta. I'm going to play one last advert, guys. If you are still here at the end of the advert, I will dish out 5 last bonus Addy Gold to you guys. But thank you so much for spending your evening with us. We've had a great time.
Thank you, everyone.
I hope you have had too. So goodbye from me and goodbye from Susan. Bye-bye.